Joe, final kind of weekend of the regular season. Tell me a bit about how much you have to focus on this game against Harlequins, but how much in the back of your mind is a game against either Newcastle or Wasps?
I think the good thing about here, we're just focused on what we've got in front of us. So obviously we've got Harlequins this weekend, and we won't look too forward of what we got in the semi-final. So I think it's a big week to focus on what we have to do against Harlequins and what Harlequins bring, and then we'll focus, I think, after we've got a week off and then back into the semi-final rugby. So I think we'll focus on that semi-final front after this weekend.
It's a big week to focus on yourself, as you say, and a big weekend and month or so coming up. From your point of view, it's been a pretty big year in the last big 6 months, I suppose, from making your full debut against Saracens to kind of being pretty much the number 110 here. Yeah. What's that been like?
It's been pretty crazy. I mean, obviously having a guy like Simmonds in front of you and people like Slade helping you around, it's great to learn off. I don't see myself as being the number 110. I think Simmonds been here for 10-12 years now, or whatever it is, and he's still a massive part of my game and how we play and stuff. So it's been a good 6 months, but same with what the lads do. We just try to focus on each week, and I'm trying to focus on game by game and see what I can do best for the team and what the team can do for me. So yeah, it's been a crazy 6 months, but hopefully finish this season on a high. If
we'd have been chatting this time last year, we might be talking about an A-League final or something like that. Would you have thought back then, 12 months ago, that we'd be talking about you starting going into kind of the business end of the season?
I don't think so, but I mean, I remember I was travelling reserve actually in the final last year, so I was thereabouts, and being there obviously just wanted me to be the number 110 and to be there this year as well. So it is pretty crazy, and I probably don't think about it too much, but I think I'm quite a relaxed person, so I know it's a big couple of weeks coming ahead, but it's just a game of rugby at the end of the day. So I just focus on what I have to do for the team, and hopefully that's as good as it can be.
I was chatting to Gareth Steenson a little while ago, and he was saying one of the things he admires about you is that kind of relaxed nature and nothing seems to faze you. What do you learn from somebody like Gareth Steenson?
I think he's the same kind of person. He's such a relaxed person.
He told me he was really intense. He didn't take everything too seriously.
Well, I think coming from me, he looks quite relaxed, but he's such a. I think the good thing about him is he's a leader, and I think that's what a young 10 I kind of want to be like, and I think everyone looks up to him to be that leader. I know he's been here for a few years, but to have that kind of leader role is what I want as well. So he's obviously a great rugby player, but on and off the field he's very professional as well, and that's what I'd like to build myself on.
How do you deal with everybody kind of talking about you? Because I guess if you were, say, a young second row or a young flanker, there's not the eyes on you like there is as a 10. Yeah. Whether it's when you're kicking a conversion or a penalty, or whether you're trying to start plays from set pieces. How do you deal with the pressure of a lot of eyes being on you and people kind of going, "Oh, he's done this or he's done that"?
I honestly don't really think about it too much, to be honest. I think the good thing here is 10, obviously it's a massive role here, but you have other people around you that can do the same job, and I think it's not all relied on 10. You've got the scrum master, you've got the captains, and there's loads of leaders in the team, so my job actually comes quite easy. I know I just have to kick goals and stuff, so you got the players around you that help me massively. Obviously couldn't do without them, and yeah, my job is just to kick goals, so I'll work on that, and hopefully that's as good as it can be.
I know you had replacement appearances in the league, and you played in the LV Cup and things like that beforehand, but when Rob Baxter came up to you ahead of the Saracens game and said, "You're going to start against the reigning European champions, who are our biggest rivals here at home in Sandy Park, in front of a packed Sandy Park," what did you think he was having you on? What kind of went through your mind?
Well, it wasn't really much said, to be fair. It's like an email that sends a team out, so I looked at it and yeah, my name was there. But I think I probably would have preferred to play against a top team than coming in and playing a lower league team, because so you're right on top of the game, and it was obviously a home game as well, and you kind of see where you are from that game. And yeah, I was lucky enough to play the game, and it was a good game to be involved in. Very tough, but yeah, I definitely would rather play in a tougher game than a harder game in one of my first starts. So yeah, it was good.
Sam's playing quite a lot. He's alongside you. What's it like having your bro in there as well? Yeah,
that's pretty crazy as well. Same with, we don't really talk about it, to be fair, but when you look back and we watch the TV with the family and stuff, it's pretty crazy. They always go on about it, which we don't need to be told, but yeah, it is crazy, and obviously it would be good to play in the semi-final and the final, but we've got one more game this week, and then yeah, we'll go from there.